Welcome everybody to SadCAST Season 2, Episode 1. Okay, on the show today we've got Rory in KwaZulu-Land in South Africa. Hi Rory.
Hey Tony.
And we've got Mike in Birmingham in the UK. Hi Mike.
Worse than that, it's Wolverhampton.
Wolverhampton. Yeah, I keep saying Birmingham because you've got a Birmingham accent. Or is it a Wolverhampton accent? A bit later on. We've got packed schedule. News about science fiction such as Star Trek, District 9 and the Elysium film, and also a bit about Star Wars Episode 7. Plus other bits and pieces.
You think you're safe. You are not.
So yeah, what do you think of that?
I think it looks great. I'm normally not a fan of reboots, but I must say the first reboot by Abrams on Star Trek was really mind blowing for me. I really enjoyed it. The nice thing about this as well is they're keeping the villain secret. They haven't actually said who the villain is yet, and there's a lot of speculation. And they actually speculate that it's going to be Khan. Since they are doing a reboot, they can use him. And I think if they do, he was an iconic villain in the Star Trek franchise. I think it can only be good if they do use him.
Terrific. What do you reckon, Mike? I thought it was loads of graphics. Special effects look really good.
Yeah, I like the first one. It's a bit weird that he's doing Star Wars as well, though, isn't it? So he's Star Trek and Star Wars together. That's a bit odd.
And then in the UK, we're showing Archer now.
Oh, by far the best programme, I think, for me at the moment, Archer. We're on episode 9. I don't know how many there are, probably about 13. There usually is, isn't there? So it's a good time to go and watch it now. It's on, is it the FX channel? Oh, superb. I'm a big fan of H. John Benjamin. He seems to be everywhere at the moment. Obviously, he's part of Bob's Burgers at the moment as well. Amazing dialogue, lots of running jokes. Another one where continuity is king in it. I don't know. He's getting a bit more Burt Reynolds these days. I must have known. I suppose it's after the Burt Reynolds episode, if ever you've seen that one. He keeps doing the gator laugh quite a lot recently. There's not really that much to add about it, really, is it, without giving away too much?
Most ambitious project ever undertaken by mankind begins now. Currently, we're seeking experienced individuals in the following fields: zero-G welders, megastructure engineers, quantum networkers, experts in zero-G coupling, and multi-generational planning. If you see yourself in our future, take the first step and apply today. Armadyne, taking mankind into the future. Visit armadyne.net for more information. Expected project completion spring of 2097.
The villain is in the movie is played by Jodie Foster. And Sholto Copley, who plays Vicus in the District 9 movies, is also involved in the movies, but we're not quite sure what yet. I'm quite excited about this movie. I think that Neil Blomkamp's definitely got science fiction in his blood, and I think this movie is going to be quite good. I am actually one of the guys that actually thinks that Matt Damon is a good actor as well. Jodie Foster is a great actress, so I actually think that could be a summer blockbuster. It's out in August. As with the District 9 movie, there's not much about it. They like to keep it closed. and they haven't even released the trailer yet, but the trailer apparently will come out pretty soon.
Great stuff. Oh, good.
Rewatch your memories again and again and again. With the new memory grain implanted, you can record everything you see and rewatch it whenever you want. Memory grain.
A dark trilogy of twisted tales from Charlie Brooker, Black Mirror.
I've not seen all of the shows yet, but I watched last night Be
Well,
Right
it's a
Back,
shame-
which I thought was
It's a
awesome.
shame there's only 3 of them, isn't there? 3 per series.
Yeah, well, second season now. There's 3 episodes, yeah, and they're only an hour long, or 50 minutes or whatever. So, yeah,
Indeed.
it's a bit of a shame. What did you think?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a bit of a Charlie Brooker fan anyway, from his Screen Wipes onwards. I don't know if I suppose he did sort of dip his toes with Dead Set, because I suppose that was his first attempt at this a long time ago. Did you ever see that one? Can you remember that one?
Yeah.
His sort of take on Big Brother. But the new ones, I mean, Black Mirror. Do you know why it's called Black Mirror at all?
No.
Do you know much about it? Well, I suppose we're all surrounded by screens, from smartphones to laptops to big plasma screen TVs, and as I say, they were trying to do a sort of Twilight Zone-y type thing. It's amazing it's on Channel 4. That in itself is worth watching, I think, an actual good program on Channel 4. But it just needed a little bit longer. Again, without... I mean, the last one was a bit of a belter. It came from an idea that he and Chris Morris, from Brass Eye fame, were talking about a fake politician, sort of like the Gorillaz was a fake music band. So Where's Waldo, which was the last one. It's a shame it's only 3 series long. It could have been...
What about the first one? Did you see the first show of the first season? The one about... The premise, for those who haven't seen the show yet, and I strongly recommend you see it, is the premise for the first episode was about a princess, British princess, has been kidnapped by somebody, and the only ransom is that the Prime Minister has to have sex with a pig on television. Now, as science fiction shows go, it's a bit of a risky premise, that, but they actually pulled it off, would you believe, which was quite surprising. The rest of the shows, in all honesty, are all rip-roaring science fiction shows. The first one is worth it just because it's so crazy, but tremendous production values, really, really good quality.
Indeed,
Oh, yeah.
he's been allowed to sort of get away with what he wants to as well now, Charlie Brooker, because you say when he first started doing TV, he was under the impression he was a bit of an underdog, and so if any producer or director said, "Oh no, we've got to do it like this," he would sort of duck down. But now, of course, he's married Connie Hook, and he's got a bit of fame behind him. He can sort of do what he wants to, which is great.
Right.
Yeah, Downey Jr.'s bought it. They're recording it at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with it, because I suppose they're all parables on modern day technology, aren't they? I mean, we've had a Twitter episode, there's a Facebook episode. I won't spoil any further bits for you, but obviously there's a Twitter one and General X Factor and a little bit of Big Brother thrown in. So it's all the things that surround us with a slight twist on it.
And that's all we have time for. See you next week. Bye.